Hi everyone, my name is Michelle Blackwood. Welcome to another live stream. Today I'm so excited because we're sharing two recipes. Are you seeing one of my videos for the first time? Well, welcome to Healthier Steps. If you're on YouTube, please like, subscribe, share this video, and leave comments below. Thank you for joining us. If you're over by Facebook, welcome to our live. And please follow if you've not followed before. And if you're seeing this on Twitter, thank you for joining us. And please follow Healthier Steps. My website, Healthier Steps, has many amazing recipes, vegan, gluten-free, and also we share about gardening, we share about health, we share about skincare, lots of amazing information over there. So be sure to check our website out, healthiersteps.com. So what I'll be preparing today is a pilau or pilaf, same idea. Instead of traditionally pilaus or pilafs, they are rice dish where there's a one pot rice dish is highly seasoned. Traditionally, it's from Middle Eastern countries. India does pilaf, and we in the Caribbean too, we do pilaf, especially in Trinidad and Guyana. I'm Jamaican. We also do our seasoned rice. We call it seasoned rice. Today I'm going to do one from it's a modified version of Kenyan pilaf or pilau. So um, many in Kenya, they have a sizable population of Indians. So they've brought along their cultural recipes there. So this recipe um, is now a vegan version of pilaf or pillau. It's made with meat traditionally, chicken, beef. This one version is the vegan version. So what I'll be using is I'm changing things up a bit as well. I'm not going to be making it with rice. I'm going to be making it with quinoa. And so that's one change. I was also going to do millet. You can do millet if that's what grain you have wherever you are from. Also, another change that I'm making to mine is so I'm doing the quinoa. I'm going to do potatoes and carrots. That's what I'm adding. And I didn't see the carrots. We're missing carrots. Jean, grab a carrot. So please, thank you. Carrots, simple dish. I'm going to be using like garam masala, turmeric in it, just simple, flavorful dish, cilantro. So let's get started. Thank you, Jean. So give me a second. I'm going to go wash these carrots, scrub them, and peel them. So just washing. They're organic carrots, so I literally don't even have to peel them because they're organic. But I'm going to go ahead and let's see what we have in here. I'm just going to, one is good. Just going to go ahead. So we're just, I didn't have to. Just going to go ahead. And here we go. So I have my carrots and I have my potato. Since I took the skin off the carrot, I'm going to leave the skin. It's been washed already. So I have a potato and onion and garlic. So let's just get some oil in the pan. And I'm using avocado oil. So next, going to get a sharper knife. And these onions are quite small, so just chop in some onions. Onions. You want onion, you could use shallots. as well. And I'm going to go ahead and saute my onions. Why I like this dish is so flavorful, lots of flavors going on. So literally, if you do this recipe, everybody will just go crazy about it because it's just so much going on with in terms of flavors. Amazing flavor. So just adding some onion. I'm gonna go ahead.
I've tried several of your recipes and I love them.
Oh, yay! Thank you, Jennifer. Thanks for joining. Happy to see you.
Jesus blessings, blessings.
Blessings to you, Jesus guy. And Jennifer, where are you from? Is it my friend Jennifer in Gainesville? Are you in Gainesville? Are you local? Let us know where you're from. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you. So happy you're here. I have so many, actually, I have a lot of friends who are called Jennifer. I have another friend, Jennifer. She is south of here too. So I have west, south.
Dizzle, Sapphire, Blackwood, Sesame.
Hi, Dizzle or Drizzle. Am I pronouncing your name right? Thank you. Thank you for joining. We're making pillow, seasoned rice. What else you call it? Pilaf. Depending on where you are, just different names. Similar. It's an Indian dish. And actually, this version is from my friend Angie in Kenya. She shared this recipe with me. So I decided to tweak it a little bit because I'm using quinoa instead of rice. And if you're like me, so when I eat rice, I get bloated. So lately, I've been backing off all the rice, not too much. I don't eat it as often as I used to eat rice. And if you're not on this, if you'd like to join me on this journey, I'm on a weight loss journey. I know I'm losing pounds, inches, more inches, little at a time. I was like, the process is so slow. But it took, you know what? It was a long process to gain the weight. So I have to be patient and wait for it to come off. I'm doing what I'm doing. Let me tell you what I'm doing. I exercise Monday to Friday, 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. with my friend Marlene from Something Better. If you want to join, welcome to join our exercise class on Zoom. I love it. We go hard with cardio. And so I've been doing that. Also, what I've been doing is no snacking, no in between meals, 2 meals. I'm having 2 meals. So I'm doing my garlic, 2 meals a day, a big breakfast. And then I have around the latest now is supposed to be 4 o'clock, supposed to be my second meal. I'm running late today. Then I have a second meal, and that's it. Only, and guess what? The only things I'm drinking, I'm just drinking. I want it to be flavorful, so I'm adding a lot of garlic. You don't have to add as much garlic as I am. So the only things that I'm drinking right now is if I make, say for instance, I make like a smoothie or I make fresh juice, no sugar, no sugar. Can you imagine? Fresh juice, no sugar. I'm adding cardamom. I'm adding green cardamom. I'm gonna add them whole. I could break them and let me show you what I can do. I could break them and then there are black seeds inside. These seeds are so flavorful and potent, and I could add them like that. Sometimes what I do, I just go ahead and add the whole thing, cardamom pods, and then when I serving it, I can remove the pods, but they add so much flavor. You can also purchase ground cardamom as well, but unique flavor, very good for you, has lots of health benefits. Cardamom does, so it's good for you. I'm not into so much cinnamon myself, but I'm adding it because of the authentic flavor. One stick, it'll give a nice authentic flavor to this dish. Next, what I'm adding, I'm gonna peel that potato. You know why? Because I'm not sure about that potato because I only buy organic, but I was out of potatoes and my husband, I told him just buy one potato because we're going shopping. We're at like Trader Joe's where I get organic potatoes. You know what? Come to think of it, he bought me one. It might not be um, organic. I'm not sure. He only buys organic, but you never know because I told him, get me the potato. I I just want to be safe. I don't like potatoes unless it is organic. I mean, say for instance, it was genetically modified. There's nothing I can do about it. I can peel away the GMO. However, if it was like it is heavy with pesticide or anything like that, at least I can get rid of the skin where it would be more concentrated to a certain extent. Um, so I'm not sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna peel. And I'm gonna, so I have a potato. I'm gonna add a potato and I'm just dicing up my potato. And this is so smelling so good. And you wanna do, like I'm doing them a little big, but you could do them smaller because you want for it to cook 10 minutes like of cooking. You don't want it to take forever to cook. So, because remember, you're going to cook the quinoa. The quinoa takes like 20 minutes, but you want to cook the potato first, at least to make it soft to a certain degree, tender. So, I'm just adding potato. And this will, so this dish is so hearty because it has the potato, it has carrots. You could do cauliflower, you could do other veggies, you could do green beans would be good in this dish. Some green beans for color. You could do peppers, the bell peppers. I mean, you could do pieces of eggplant. You can just add as much veggies. The more veggies, the merrier to this dish. Carrots are good for your eyesight, beta carotene. Um, so this is a very hearty dish. That's what I love about it. It's hearty. So I'm going ahead and I'm just adding potato, the carrots. What I'm gonna do is, oh, here's some water right here. I'm gonna add a little water and go ahead and cook the potatoes a little bit. Okay, that's all right. That's Siri. Siri. Then I'm gonna put this out the way, just a little bit. You know what? Just a bit while I start on another recipe. While the potatoes cook, you know what? I'm gonna put it on the stove over there because the space is. And what I'm gonna do is put a timer on so I remember and I don't leave the potatoes over here. Let's put it. All right, so I can start working on another recipe. All right, so let's see what I'm gonna prepare now. Let's see, don't just put it breadcrumb for space. I'm gonna borrow this right here. That's it. All right. So I'm gonna make a turnip curry. I know a lot of people don't like turnip. This is a great way to cook your curry. See, I'm doing the pela and then I'm gonna do a curry with it. Turnip is very nutritious. It is low carb. It's a low carb vegetable, so it's not as high in carb as say your potatoes. So this is a great alternative. Some people either hate turnips or love them. I'm one of them in love. I just love turnips. I love them in soups, and I also love them to make a curry. So I've had these turnips for a while in my refrigerator because you can know. But today we were cleaning. Like I said, I'm going shopping. So today, um, Jean and I were cleaning the refrigerator. I need to be honest. Gina was clean. Gene laughing out there. I helped a little bit because I told him what not to throw out. He's cute. Uh, that's so funny. And these turnips were growing, and I was like, "Wow, I'm not gonna throw my turnip away because I love turnips so much." So what I'm doing, I'm showing you what I'm gonna do with this turnip. So when it's growing like this, I'm cutting it right above like here, and then I want to stick this in the ground, and I'm gonna grow my turnip. I'm gonna put this outside in the garden. So this is what you can do. You can literally cut off the tops of your veggies. Literally see another one that possibly could because there's a little green. You can literally cut them off and stick them in the ground, and you can harvest more turnips later. So these have been washed already. So um literally this, I mean, the skin is good as well, so you can, you don't have to say peel them unless they were badly bruised or anything. The skin is just as nutritious too once you give them a good scrub. So we're gonna do some turnip curry. So to start, okay, this is hot. I am going to add me some oil in my pan, and I'm going to go ahead. I'm gonna go fast. It's hot already, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do a rough chopping of my onions, and I'm doing slices, just slicing them, not using the cutting board this time. Just go ahead, and I'm going to add to it, I'm doing it more, I would say, like a Jamaican style. I'm doing thyme, and I'm going to do some garlic. Garlic. Oh, the thyme smells so good.
You said I actually enjoy quinoa.
You do, yeah. Quinoa is like an acquired taste. Like if you cook it plain, some people don't like it plain. But once I discovered that, people might not like it plain, what I do with it, I've created a lot of recipes that are one pot recipes with the quinoa. So it has a lot of flavor. I've done the quinoa salads. So if you want a healthy version where it's just a salad, I have quinoa salad recipe on my website. Welcome, Denise. Thank you for joining. And so I find that some people, when they eat it at first, they might not like it because it's not rice. It tastes different. And if you're used to eating only rice, or say corn, when you first eat it. So I have done a lot of recipes that are just full of flavor. So,
This was the first time I ate quinoa. It was cooked by you. It was so good.
oh, Randy, yeah, thank you. Yeah, flavor. It's all about the seasoning. It's all about the flavor, guys. That's what it's all about. So,
Sean said thanks for the lesson.
oh, you're welcome. Welcome, Sean.
Miss Asarian, hope I said that right, says I love the regrowing tips.
Yeah, I do a lot. What did I regrow today? I went outside to put something outside today. I can't remember what it is. Do you remember, Jean, what I went out just to something? Oh, an onion. My onion was growing. I just run outside, stick that thing in the garden, in the dirt, and came back in. All the time, I'm all constantly putting stuff in there. Onions, especially, I'm adding some ginger. Ginger, if you're doing a curry and it doesn't have a lot of flavor, add some ginger to it. It really boosts the flavor. Okay, the recipe on my side for this curry calls for red bell pepper. Like I say, it's shopping day. It's been shopping day, so I'm literally going in.
Sylvie said, "Can I use rutabaga
You
instead of
can,
turnip? I
you
love
can.
quinoa, and I always cooked it with a low sodium, better than a billion vegetable broth. Your recipe looks absolutely delicious. Greetings from Buffalo, New York."
Oh, greetings, greetings. Is it Sylvia? Or
Yes,
Sylvia?
Sylvie.
Yeah, Sylvie. So yes, I love that bouillon. Except I do the one with the full salt. Well, low sodium is even better for you. definitely. And rutabaga, yes, or swede. It's also called swede. It's a bigger turnip. Sometimes it looks yellow. Yes, perfect. That I think there probably even a recipe on my website if it's not there, but I do a stew. I think I have a rutabaga stew. I have some recipes on my site with it because I have, or you can boil rutabaga and mash your rutabaga. So yes, I include that. Or turnip. To me, they're the same family, like they're cousins. So definitely yes. I'm gonna add some. This is turmeric. Let me see if I have some curry powder. Gina don't see curry powder. Let me get the curry powder. I'll be back. Let me go ahead and stir. I'm gonna add my curry powder in it. So with the tomato, it's cooking. But let me go get curry powder. And the potatoes are basically ready. They're looking good, smelling good. Let's see what curry we're gonna go. We're gonna go with the Indian. Let's see. Let's try this one. All right. We're gonna do
Candace
so.
says, good to see you. And Shakira says, creative meal.
Oh, thank you, Shakira. Thank you, Candice. Welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for joining. I'm adding some curry powder. Curry powder. And if you can see, I create curries from a lot of dishes. So I'm gonna sit this right here, put the cover like that, and let it, in Jamaica we say we let the curry burn. Um, and cook the curry. Something about when I was in Jamaica and I made curry. If we didn't burn the curry, something it affected your digestive system. Right now, it doesn't affect me. You know, it's the weirdest thing. It does no longer. I eat so much curry and I cook so much curry vegetables. I guess my system get used to it. It doesn't affect me like that. But I remember we always say you got to burn that curry first, or it's you have to cook it long. Smells really good. That smells really good. I'm gonna add a bouillon cube. These are vegan bouillon cubes. You can just add salt, onion powder, garlic powder, some extra herbs, and you basically have same flavoring. And next, I'm gonna add my turnips. So I'm just cutting them up. Let's cut them this way. You can dice them. You can cut them whichever way you want to cut them. It's up to you. And just cut any bruised area. I'm just cutting them off. So leave some of the skin on for the nutrients. But just next, I'm gonna add some water so I can deglaze the pan.
Roy says hi.
Hi, Roy. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Welcome. Cooking curry turnip. And I want you to try this recipe wherever you're from. Let me know where you are tuning in from. And as you can see, this is a simple dish. It has a lot of flavor and it is good for you. It's healthy. And the potato is ready over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this on and then I'm going to switch. The recipe is on my website, healthiersteps.com. And let's see, let me add the other. The stove is ready. And I'm going over in a minute. I'm just cutting these up and encouraging you to eat a lot more veggies. You'll be amazed. And this flavor, amazing flavor. Delicious, easy to make, and cost effective. Cheap, cheap meal. You can even grow your own turnips and make this. Cheap meal. Sometimes I like to add a little paprika. It boosts the flavor of your curry. There's one. I'm gonna leave this one. Just gonna add it. So I think okay. I'm gonna add a little cumin. I think I'm seeing cumin to boost the flavor of the curry. The powder is curry powder is good. Well, this is says ground allspice, so we'll do some allspice, some pimento, boost the flavor. What else we have here? Some onion powder, garlic powder, boost flavor. That one came out a little bit, but guess what? It's gonna have more flavor. Onion powder, garlic powder, just boosting the flavor right here. And basically, this smells amazing. Add more liquid, enough to cook it. And then I'm gonna switch the stove and finish off the quinoa. So I'll be back while this cooks. Looks good, very good. Exactly what I'm looking for. I'm gonna clean up. I'm gonna switch. Cook this for about 20 minutes. And now I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna clean out the stove a little bit. Alrighty. And we're gonna finish off now. The potato is basically cooked for our, let's put these out of the way. Let's see. Still, I need to save these. Let me just clean up a bit. And then we're gonna finish off. Let's see that. Potato. All right. All right. So now to this dish, I'm gonna add my curry powder, the pela. I'm gonna add extra turmeric. All right. And let's see. All right, this is good. And then I'm gonna add the quinoa, a bouillon cube. And then I'm gonna add my quinoa. And I wash, see what with the quinoa? Make sure you wash it in a strainer. So this is like a double mesh strainer, so nothing escapes because the grains are so fine that they will escape. And with quinoa also, quinoa is high in protein. It is a complete, it has all the essential amino acids. So it's like you're literally eating meat. Um, so it's good for you. And I'm going to add me some water. All right, let's see. All right. And what I need to add, I like a little cayenne pepper to this to give it some flavor. So, and cayenne pepper. Here's a cayenne. All right, here's the cayenne pepper. I'm going to add some cayenne pepper. So that's full of flavor. And I'm going to add me some green herbs to it. So this one over here. And all right, I'm going to add some cilantro. And this time of the year, the garden is just so filled with cilantro. So I put it in almost everything. I'm always adding cilantro. You either love or hate cilantro. So I'm going to add, I love cilantro, so I'm adding a lot of cilantro. It'll help to boost the flavor. All right. All right. All right. That's a. I'm going to add me some chives as well. So I'm having a lot of chives too. This is scallion and chives, add for flavor. So chives, scallion, here you go. And I'm gonna add as well. Very good. Cilantro is great for removing heavy metals from the body. So, and toxins, very detoxifying. So it's very good to include in your diet.
Cynthia says, I envy you, your abundant cilantro.
Aww. I wish you were close. I would love to share. I have a lot. They're just this time of the year is not too hot. They're bolting, and as they're bolt, as soon as they start bolting, I cut them off, so they're like growing and really fluffing out. And I'm just enjoying using fresh cilantro. Jean said to me, they taste different from the ones in the store. They have just a strong, fresh taste. They're just so amazing. And okay, so when I'm cooking my grains, what I normally do is I want the water to be like an inch above. It's not an inch above. I'm going to add a little bit more water. And I'm then going to cover. But this is one thing I practice, but you got to be safe with this method. You got to be very, very, very safe. I love to use my parchment paper to seal the top. Some people use plastic. I don't like to use plastic. I try to avoid plastic because with female and hormonal issues, I don't like the plastic. I don't like foil because foil too has been linked to the aluminum. Has some people think it's not good for you, so I like to use parchment paper. And like I said, but because there's a stove or a fire, you gotta be very careful. Do not do this and just do it randomly if you don't know what you're doing. And I like to seal, and I will just create a seal for my pot so that it cooks faster. So there. And what I normally would do is bring this to a boil. Once it start boiling, I'm gonna reduce the heat and then to the lowest setting. But I wait for it to be boiling at first, like a full boil, and then I reduce the heat, cover it, and let it cook for the 20 minutes. Then I check it and take it from there. If it's not cooked as yet, then I either add more liquid, or if it's too soggy, I just take off the cover and let everything evaporate. But usually I am correct in terms of the amount of liquid, but there's always a first. I'll be back. I like to switch over to a stove over there where I can really monitor it and get the lowest heat that's on it. But it smells good. I can let you look again. Take a look. It looks really good. And this, like I said, this is just a flavorful dish. Using quinoa instead of rice, you can make it with whatever you have. If it's rice you have, go ahead, try this recipe. Don't be deterred of not doing it because you don't have quinoa. Use whatever grain. You can use millet, you can use quinoa. What are the grains you have? Sorghum, whatever grains is in your area, use and make this dish, and you will enjoy it. Very, very delicious, very, very flavorful, very, very nutritious. I wish I had any. I don't think I don't have any left over to show you. So let's go. So if you guys have any questions for me, um, I'm here to answer. Where on the journey are you? Are you trying to eat more veggies? As I come week after week, are you trying some of these recipes? Are you enjoying them? Are you basically, when you want to go on a plant-based diet journey, I'm not coming to say um, give up meat. I'm just saying eat more veggies, crowd out the meat. That means eating more vegetables. Um, because of the fiber and all the minerals, the vitamins. that are in them. They're healing on the body, and it's been proven. It's not something that we're going to debate whether eating fruits or veggies are good for you. The the recommendations is to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables every day, at least five. So I know a lot of us aren't eating or enough portion of our fruits and vegetables on a daily day to day basis. So I'm here to encourage you and just to show you what you can do with sometimes some of the veggies if you don't want to, because instead of just eating boiled turnip and you put a little salt on it. I mean, I would love that. I don't mind. But the average person is going to be like, ooh, that's rabbit food. I don't want to eat it. It doesn't taste good. I'm here to share with you ways in which you can implement more vegetables in your diet instead of just eating steak and potatoes every day or white rice with chicken and nothing else on the plate. I'm sharing with you that there are some days you could start off by sometimes just saying, okay, I'm going to do 1 day a week where I just eat meatless. For example, Meatless Mondays worldwide is a worldwide movement. Many people do that every Monday. They enjoy doing it. They know that on a Monday they're gonna make it probably taco night, and they're just gonna do black beans with salsa, sour cream, and they're gonna just do what else? Guacamole, and they're just going to share maybe shredded cheese with that. And every Monday, the family enjoys that because they know it's going to be, that's what they're going to eat. They're going to eat something that is fun. So make it fun. That's what you should do. Make it fun, make it creative so that the entire family will enjoy these dishes if they're not eating them. Um, and it's something that they will look forward to. They know that every Monday they're going to be eating meatless. Hi, baby. My hubby just got home. So yeah, eat meatless. What else? We know that um, meat does not contain any fiber, and we know that colon cancer. There's been a lot lately about colorectal cancer. We know that it's linked to a diet that is low in fiber. And so sometimes what that means is start eating more fiber. Where you get your fiber? Fruits, your veggies, your grains, eating all this food that I'm talking about. And if you don't know about the blue zone, I suggest you go Google what is the blue zone. And the blue zone are places throughout the world that people live to be centenary. Say the word centenarians. I got it. That means they live to be 100 and over. And there are many populations like that throughout the world. I would say at least five, there are more. And places like Vilcabamba, places like, I forgot, Japan. Where are the blue zones? California has a blue zone. Can you imagine? I just went blank. Where else? Greece has a blue zone. So I talked about where else? There's just many. Japan. And what happens in these communities? These mean they found the similarities amongst the people living in all these areas. Ecuador, I told you about. And what they found, Italy has a Sardina. Italy has one too. And what they found about that was common amongst these people, they ate mostly a vegetarian diet. They had a community spirit. That means they helped each other. They had community events. They supported each other as a community because no matter what, so think about it. No man is an island, no man stand alone. The community spirit is very important to encourage each other. And I just remember I have to turn down the stove. I'm coming back. You got it boiled. So, yeah, that's almost ready. 7 more minutes. So a community spirit is very important. So having that, Uh, I'm coming. Jeff, can you shut the door? Oh, that spirit of community is very important. And I mean, sometimes I have to remind myself, um, can it also be a virtual community? Because I find that you are my community. I communicate with a lot of my readers on a daily basis. Those comments that you leave, that's funny. Those comments that you leave on my website telling me how much you enjoy my recipes, that's part of my community because I look forward to those comments, those feedback. So if you're making my recipes and you're watching this video and you love my recipes and you've never left a comment, please do so because I read every single comment. Even if I'm sometimes so busy that I don't get to reply, it's not that I'm ignoring you. I appreciate every comments that's been made. And I think there's over 80,000 comments. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but I could double check. But yes, there's a lot of comments, 10 years of comments, thousands of feedback. And I really appreciate every single one of them because you make LTS steps worth it. Every minute, every sacrifice, every recipes that have failed and have gotten up and said, no, I'm going to try these recipes again and again and again. So thank you. I really appreciate you. Anyway, I have 5 more minutes to go. Do you have any questions? Please leave. If not, um, I am going to.
Sarian said earlier, I have been plant-based for 16 plus
Wow.
years. I started off with meatless Mondays, where you
Really?
smash it. Is that you are one of the very few Jamaican cooks. Rice
Oh.
and peas in the instant pot was a game changer.
Oh. What's her name again?
Miss Osari.
Us, Miss.
Miss Osari.
Miss Osarian, thank you for that comment. I really appreciate it. Happy that instant pot rice recipe. I really need to redo the photos. It's an old recipe, and I need to redo it. But yes, it is a game changer, and I need to update that. Thank you so much. I'm glad you
Cynthia
like
says
it.
your recipes are superb.
Oh, thank you, Simple Cynthia. That's the community that I'm talking about. It's very important. And so back to centenarians. So they found that they exercised a lot, they go for walks, and they found that another research I read later on said that they ate beans, a cup of beans a day. And I was like, so I've been eating a cup of beans every day. Since I read, I was like, what? That's just to show the power of beans. And the thing with beans, if you think about it, there's so many varieties of beans out there. I mean, thousands of varieties, from black beans to kidney beans to there's the lentils, the pulses. There's just so many beans, white beans, and there's a variety of white beans, navy beans, butter beans, lima beans, you name it. So really, we have an abundance of beans around us. And guess what? They're cheap. Beans are cheap. They are high in protein. They have also the starch components to it, so they go well together. And they are high in fiber, and they just keep you full for longer. There's something about eating beans. When you eat it, you feel full for a longer period. So it's very good to incorporate beans in your diet, whether it's split peas, whether it be lentils. There's just so many beans out there, so many varieties. There's no excuse for us not to include beans in our diet. So they found that I told you that they they don't indulge in alcohol either, or very little. So that was also something, either they don't at all or very little. So because you know that alcohol is like mind altering, and it actually is not, on the long term effect, it does have not only the physical effect on the body, but also the relationship effect on the body, because it clouds the mind. And so we want to know that we're having strong mental clarity going on. Everything. It's just a whole complete being, and also the smoking too. That's also a negative because you have to protect the lungs. And right here, we saw what happened recently. For the past 2 years, people are struggling just to get fresh air. So fresh air is very important, very very vital for health. If you're not doing it as yet, be sure to go outside and breathe fresh air. It's good to keep your windows open or crack. I know some people, there's a safety issue when that is concerned. So be safe, safety, but also getting that fresh air, whether you're going out physically or sometimes by just having certain plants in the house, like this plant over here. We try to put them throughout the house. Um, so the curry is ready. I'll be back. Um, Beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna need. So we try to put plants because what the plants do, they will get rid of the carbon dioxide. So, okay, so this is ready. The turnip curry is ready, and I'm gonna share. Let you see it. Yep, it's ready. It's tender, and is the mic on? The sound on, or is it off? We're coming. I think the pepper got me in my throat. I need some water. I'll be back. I need to get water. The pepper, that cayenne pepper. Jean, can you give me a water? You closer. Okay, thanks. Let me clear my throat a little bit. Okay. All right. So, so thank you for your patience for waiting. So here is the turnip curry. Thank you. Very good. So, and what you can do too sometimes, I think it's thick enough, but if you want it thicker, you can always mash some of the turnip while you're cooking it. And then you cook it a little longer and it gets to where you want it. But this looks amazing. This looks very good. Look exactly what I wanted it to be. And the next thing would be that quinoa, but I believe that was going to take another 10, 15 minutes. So I'm not going to wait for it. So I'm just going to thank you guys. Look at this. This would be replace your meat. If you eat this with some quinoa or some rice, that's a dish right there. You can have a little salad on the side, some avocado, tomato and avocado. That's it. Simple dish, digest very easily. This will go through your system an hour to 4 hours. Can you tell David, Daddy? Uh, an hour. Our house is very active. An hour to 4 hours, and it's through your system. Unlike sometimes if it's not vegetable protein or vegetable, um, it can take 25, 24 hours. Take just long getting through your system. By then you feel so clogged down. You eat this, you're up, you're light, you're energized. It's done the job, but you don't feel weighed down. You don't feel your stomach regurgitating stuff. So I encourage you to eat more plant-based meals. And thank you so much. I just come again this Thursday. Thursday. Yeah. Tentatively, this Thursday we'll do another live where I share more recipes with you. And hope you, I'm here for you. If you have any questions, please be sure to either send them through my website. I prefer you send them probably to my Facebook, Help Michelle Blackwood. Um, Go ahead or leave comments on my website. I see the comments, I check my comments, and I answer to most of them. And you can also either inbox me I'll answer those. And just I'm here for you on this journey. So, without further ado, enjoy the rest of your evening. And don't forget, this recipe is on healthiersteps.com. Just put in curry turnip curry, healthier steps, and you'll find the complete recipe with all the measurements. Take care. Bye.